Good morning. Praises from whom all blessings flow, giving honor to the Spirit of Christ, which is the head of my life and the head of the church. I want to give honor to Mount Iraq Transforming Missionaries. That's the church that I belong to. It's called Mount Iraq Transforming Ministry. I want you to understand that I honor the wonderful and amazing pastors, deacons in my life. That is Apostle Coleman and Cynthia Martin, and also my pastor, Pastor Arthur Gooding, I want to give honor to those people. Today we're having a food drive, and I want to participate because I want to be a part of something. And Mother Tillman is my spiritual guide, and I'm going to contact her maybe earlier, maybe about 9 o'clock, just to see, what time to be there, because I want to be a help to my ministry. But I want to talk about the word today, clutter. Clutter. I don't know if most guys understand, I have a mental disorder called obsessive compulsion disorder, OCD. And I am a neat freak. I'm very organized. I don't like things out of place. I don't like a whole bunch of paperwork. Don't like a whole bunch of things because of my ability to wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, regardless of what time it is. Thank God for life, health, and strength. Thank you for waking me up this morning, closing my right mind, shoes on my feet, clothes on my back, those things. But I am obsessive about cleanliness, because the Bible says cleanliness is next to godliness. So my OCD, I thank God for it, because when I obsess about cleaning, especially due to Corona, I have bleach that I wash my dishes in. I mop my floors with bleach. My son works at the airport, so even though we're COVID tested, I still clean like no tomorrow. My house is kept very neat, very organized, plants that are growing. I don't get the floors wet. I don't do anything. I mop my floors when nobody is around. I constantly am cleaning. My son told me yesterday that I take the garbage out 6 times a day, and it literally don't be nothing in the garbage. So I told him I'm going to preserve the garbage because I'm just that type of person. If clutter is around me, I'm not going to be happy. I don't like clutter. It's not something. I'm going to give y'all a story. Back in the days, my grandmother, Odyssey Harris, she had a friend. Her name was Miss Gibson. Now, Miss Gibson, for some reason, she kept newspapers. Like tons and tons and tons of newspaper. But she had a grapefruit tree in her backyard. She had an orange tree. She was the type of woman that literally you could go to her house, she'd have grapefruits for my grandma, give them all to her, and we would eat them. I love grapefruits. I really do. I still eat them to this day with a little bit of sugar, or, like the old way that we used to eat grapefruits. Anyway, just had like about 7 of them yesterday. But she was a hoarder in my grandmother's life. But she was also a giver. And I remember seeing the little mosquito larvae. That's how I really found out about mosquitoes. Because Miss Gibson used to keep buckets, and her buckets used to have mosquito larvae. So I was growing up a little girl, I'd be like, what is that? And then my grandma told me those were mosquito larvae. That's why, she got all that fruit over there, and the mosquitoes be there. Be careful. Okay. Going from Sister Miss Gibson's house to my grandma's house, there used to be a mulberry tree. So we used to go in the bushes, get the mulberries, eat them, da-da-da. Got in a whole bunch of trouble about going in that mulberry bush. But that's what we used to do growing up as children. So now I eat blackberries. Not mulberries, blackberries. I eat them very frequently. I love them. Blackberries, strawberries, stuff like that. That really helps my immune system and build myself up and things of that nature. But those memories are stuck in my mind. Clutter. If you have clutter in your life, clean it out. I'm well organized. The one thing I cannot stand is paper. Because my belief system is paper creates roaches. And if you want a roach-filled house, get paper. That's just my belief. Might not be yours, but it's mine. So my paper is minimal. If it's important, I put it in a container and I close it. If it's something out that I have to deal with, I minimize it. I don't keep bills. Taxes, I keep for 7 years. After that, I'm done with those too. I am a organizer, but I'm not a hoarder. I don't hoard things. I don't feed stuff that needs to be starved. So my OCD is a blessing to me. That I wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, mopping my floors, cleaning up, putting bleach down, cleaning my bathrooms, making sure my day is organized. I'm very organized. And the papers that I do have on my desk, they're for my book. They're for things that's going on in my life, but that's minimal. I'm not a clutter person. I hate clutter. I'm very organized again, like I keep saying. But cleanliness is next to godliness. So if your house ain't clean and you got clutter, clean up your house. Get rid of some of that stuff. You don't need it. We in spring. The old people say spring cleaning. Clean up the things that you don't use, don't have, don't need. Get rid of them. Just get rid of them. Clutter. If you got too many things going on in your life, simplify your life. Because clutter can cause confusion. You could be doing too many things at one time and never place focus on just what you need to do. Because you got so much clutter. You carrying other people's guilt, weight. You think about your other family members. You around here losing your mind over stuff that literally ain't got nothing to do with you. You can't control other people. Only thing you could do is control yourself. Self, health, wealth, and prosperity. Wealth, health, and prosperity. 3. The 3 things I always tell you. I wish you wealth, health, and prosperity. But that clutter in your life, you need to clean it up. I'm sorry. If your house is full of clutter, how can you find anything? If your job is cluttery, how can you find anything? Clutter can be so confusing. I don't know where I put this. I don't know where I put that. I laugh about things because I'm so organized. I pretty much can figure out what I did with something and where it is because of that situation. That's just how I am. My OCD just keeps me very organized. I love to keep things in place. I love to keep things in order. When my bill is paid, I write it down and throw it in the garbage because I don't like paper. That's just me because it's clutter. And then I don't have clutter in my life. I don't have people dial on my phone. I don't have that type of atmosphere around me because I'm the type of person like this. If you can't help me get to my next level, I don't need you. And if I'm the smartest person in my clique, I need a new clique. Because you need someone in your life in today's world that is going to help you get to your next level. If they are friends who don't wish you well, who are not positive about your lifestyle, guess what? Get rid of them. Acceptance is about you. You are the person that drives you. Your clutter in your life is because of you. Accept it. Understand. Clutter can be confusing. You can't find your own mind if you focus on everybody else happiness and well-being and lifestyles and this and that and what. Who gave you the option to tell people about what's going on in their life when you got clutter in your own life? Clean out the clutter. That means even in health. I just got a notification I got to double up on vitamins, take this, take that, do this, do that. But I was already prepared because I had a doctor visit prior to it, and the doctor kind of gave me some information as to what he wanted me to do. And now I have to double up, triple up just to get back to where my levels used to be at. But still, I don't have clutter. I had the vitamins already there, was able to pull them down, start taking them. Another vitamin on the way, this, that, and that. But I'm organizing my life, and I use my pill box as my organization. Like, I'm going to show you. When you are a duodenal switch person, DS, duodenal switch, Google it. Your vitamin lifestyle is tremendous. And you have to take your vitamins sometimes. Double, triple. Sometimes you have to double up. Sometimes you have to schedule. You have to do a lot of maintenance with your own health. And you have to be the type of person that has the ability to understand. Clutter can be confusing. But if you get one of those pill boxes, it makes life simple. Because it keeps you on the time clock, it keeps you taking medicine, it keeps you healthy, keeps you on track with some of the things that you need to take. I admire anyone who had weight loss surgery to get you one of them. Because you can't take certain medicines with certain things. You can't take this, you can't take that. Iron, this, that, and the other. That's what I'm saying to you. Get to the point where you can say to yourself, I don't need clutter. I don't need clutter in my house. I don't need clutter in my life. I don't need clutter around me. I don't need nothing. If you can walk in your friend's house and you be like, oh, I want to sit down. That's because that's your friend. You pick those perks. If they dirty, that's your friend. Help her clean up. Don't talk about it. Help her clean up. Give her some insight on how to, tidy up a house. Or be like the person like me. Just start cleaning up when you get there. And they be like, girl, what you doing? Girl, child, I'm just helping you help you. If you got some stuff moving around, you need me to move around, I do it. Wanda can tell you. Her husband loves to mop floors and stuff like that. But when I get there, I clean up, I move garbage. I'm just a busy person because I don't like sitting down. But I don't like clutter, and she's very organized. She's a couponer, so she has to be kind of organized about things. And I appreciate Wanda Starling, Cambridge, and James Cambridge. I love them to death. That's my best friend, my prayer warrior, everything that's going on. Life, health, and wealth, prosperity is always what I wish for her because she is my sister. Sister not through blood, but sister in Christ, and I love her. But I'm just saying, she has to be a couponer, but she has to be organized how she moves. And I thank God for how she's very organized. Organization is key. And couponing as well. You got to know what you have, what you don't have, what you need to go get, what you need to do. And I, support her. I'll send her money. She's never sent me money, but that's okay. It is what it is. You pour into people who you believe in. But if they're clutterful and they're making your life miserable, get rid of them. If your house ain't clean, clean it up. If you want things in your life to change spiritually, clean out the clutter in your mind. Because only we can have control over our mind, our actions, how we respond to things that happen and go on. We have to be renewing of our mind every day. And sometimes our mind is so clutterful, we worry about who gonna pay the bills, who gonna pay the light bill, gotta get this done, this, that done, this, that done. Gotta make sure mama okay, daddy okay, gotta fly in, gotta fly out, gotta run a business, gotta do this, gotta do that. Okay, That's fine. But remember, sometimes your brain has to shut off because it's called sleep. It's called rest. I get a lot of rest. For someone who does not work, I get a lot of rest because I know, skin needs to be clean. Yesterday, I cut the sides of my hair because my hair is growing really, really rapidly fast because I take hair, skin, and nail stuff. But self-care. I clean out the clutter even off the sides of my head. I don't want that kind of clutter either. Because my renewing of my mind is this is how I wear my hairstyle and this is what I want. So I maintain it myself. I do keep my skin quite well. I do a lot of self-care on that. Because I want my face to be shiny. I anoint my head with oil, but I rub that olive oil all over my face. I use witch hazel, Noxzema. I'm old school. Vaseline, child. I done Vaseline my hands this morning. But I also anointed my head with oil. And I got everything that I need in my house. And I'm doubling up on my protein. Got my protein out. I'm a prepper and a plan for my food today. And I do what I need to do throughout the day. I'm just that type of person. So, in the spirit of clutter, clean it up. Clean up clutter in your life, in your mind, in your well-being, in your health, in your wealth, and your prosperity. Because clutter can be confusing. I'm here to tell you, clutter-free is the way to be. Get your clutter together. Gather your thoughts. Hone in on what you believe in. And confess it with your mouth. This is my belief. Clutter cannot enter. Clutter has no place in my life. I'm cleaning up the clutter in my life. If it is in your will that your belief system keeps you under clutter, release it. Release clutter from your life. Some things we clutter, like having St. Lazaro all over the house and pouring money into it. But that's idolizing. But that's your belief system. Do you clean your St. Lazaro? Is he okay? Is he fine? Do you have too many idols that you just worshiping and your chakras and your crystals all around and you got crystals everywhere? You can be a person who has a belief system, but you got to remember your belief system has to be about you. And if you clutter your mind with too many things, it can become confusing. I say to you today, clear your minds, clear your heart, clear your emotional dilemmas that's going on in your life. Free yourself because clutter can be confusing. You cannot change anyone. You have to be the force that changes you. Again, I'm going to call Mother Tillman. I'm going to be on task. I'm going to my food drive in my community. I live in Inglewood, Illinois. I'm going there to my church, which is Mount Ararat Transforming Ministry, where the Apostle Cynthia Martin and let's get this together. I'm just going to place. Okay. I want to give honor to Mount Ararat Ministry, Transforming Ministry, where the Honorable Apostle Coleman Martin and Cynthia Martin are my leaders, and my pastor, Arthur Good, is my pastor. I would like to thank Mother Tillman for her desire to be a member in the ministry who is giving out food to those people who need it. And like we said, these are the days and times where people need food. People need a commitment to be able to walk up and get a grocery bag. And they're not just giving out junk. They're giving out real stuff. Whole onions, tomatoes, potatoes, things that you need. And I thank God for the ministry that I have, because I walked out on Mother Tillman, and God told me that was my church, because they was donating food, and I wanted to be a part of that. And I still am going to be a part of that, because that's my ministry. And my ministry is doing wonderful things in our community. And I want to be a community activist, and I want to be the type of person that understands that you can't do anything without a community, and the community needs you. So if I can be a vessel to my ministry, I'm going to do that. And today is the day that we give out food. So if you are needing food, please stop by. Please go ahead and stop at Mount Ararat Missionary. Oh, God, missionary, no. Mount Ararat Ministries. Transforming ministries, because we're transforming the world of the renewing of our mind. Transforming. We want to transform you. We want to transform our minds. We want to transfer our bodies. We want to transform our thinking. The renewing of our mind is important. Don't you know you woke up this morning, God gave you grace and mercy? Or you woke up this morning with life, health, and strength, that was God. Or whatever belief system that you have, that's your belief system. I can't knock your belief system. I know when I rose this morning, I didn't have no doubt. I know I set the atmosphere in my own house. I know that I pray over myself for life, health, and strength. I anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord. I even go to the part where I say, create in me a clean heart and renew the right spirit. Wash me with hyssop. Research where those scriptures come from, because I don't give out scriptures. I'm not a scripture person. The scriptures that I give out, sometimes I read them, sometimes I don't. But I want you to research. I want you to go into your own self. I want you to dig into your own self and pull out what's in you and make you better. My belief system may not be your belief system, but what I believe in is me. I believe in me. I could do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. These are the scriptures that I quote to myself. Though they slay me, yet I trust them. You believe in the Father, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it was not so, I would not have told you. When I come to prepare a place for you, I prepare a place. So I got mansions in heaven. But I'm working on mansions down here on earth. I see mansions in my future, and I'm claiming them. I see victory in my future, and I'm claiming it. I see prosperity in my future, and I'm claiming it. Claim some things, and I'm claiming uncluttering of the mind for you. Because I have a perspective that I have to be focused. Focused on what goes ahead of me. And what God has for me is for me. Whether it be love, whether it be relationships, whether it be everything. I am who God says I am. Unapologetically anointed, appointed by God, and that is it. You can do a lot of things to feed stuff. But some stuff, you got to get out that cluttering spirit. Hoarding, just holding on to stuff. It's not going to prosper. You can hold on to anything. Like me, I'm going to tell you one thing that I do keep. I have my first Coach purse that I bought. Me and Paula went, and her name is Paula Brown, my godmama. She lives in Rex, Georgia. I keep that purse because it's a remembrance of an experience, but it also reminds me of where I came from. I have a gown from my mother that I keep because those are the memories that I have of her that I don't want to give away. Sometimes memories are very good for you. I have a pair of Simone clothes. I have things of my children that I keep around because it's my remembrance of good times and not bad times, love and not hate. But it just keeps my mind focused. It keeps my prayer life focused. Even though I have a picture of my granddaughter, Audrey Newbold, those things I love. May 11th is when she got married. Congratulations, Audrey, on your marriage. 2019, she's been married for 2 years. She married the love of her life. And I bless God for the ability to be there in Texas to see her get married. Although she didn't respond to me, I don't know what's going on. I don't really care because at the end of the day, all I can do is leave her a message, tell her I love her, tell her I'm thinking about her, and keep moving. Because what drives me, drives me. And what I control, I control. And if I can wish her happy anniversary and that's what I did, that's what I did. If she don't receive it, she don't receive it. But guess what? That's not about me. It's about her. But what's about me? It's about me. And that I still say happy anniversary, happy love, happy gift love. But clutter in your life, get rid of it. Clutter in your mind, get rid of it. Stay focused on what you believe in. And you won't have to worry about nobody else. Stay blessed. I love you. Please go out if you need food to a pantry. The pantries are giving away good food. My church is giving away good food. We have in line with an organization, and we're going to go ahead and go forth and move in that. But I'm going to be an example in my community to show you that we are out here doing the works of God. We are out here on Thursdays giving away food to the locals. That's the ministry that I have, that I'm so thankful for. That on that day, Mother Tillman was in the presence, sitting down, doing what she had to do. But the laborers of a ministry, she's getting older now. Somebody needs to pick up the slack and hew to the line. And if I can be that vessel, I'm going to do just that. That is my connection to my spirituality. That is my connection to my community. But that is my commitment to God, to be a vessel, empty so he can pour into me the things that he needs to pour. And to be a vessel, to be out there helping the community that I live in. Because it's life-changing in these hours that people are without food. And we can be a community that gives out food. Again, be blessed, stay healthy, stay wealthy. I'm praying for you. And Mount Irat Transforming Ministry is the ministry that I belong to. It is apostolic. You know, I grew up apostolic, and it is something that I am in line with, head on, ready for fire on God. And this is my ministry. My ministry is called Salvation for the Sinners, LLC. I want you to go. If you need to cash app me or you feel the need to bless me, it is capital Y-O-D, lowercase y. All of the first letter is Y. That's capitalized. But O, D, and Y isn't. You're going to hit 2021. My name is going to pop up. You can see that. You can give a donation because I'm going somewhere. I have other things that's lined up in me that I'm going to bring forward, like my daycare, Salvation for the Sinner Ministry. I want to make that LLC my own church. I want to go ahead and finish writing my book by July. I got things going on in my life that I'm so excited about. But the most person that I'm excited about is God. Because God gives you the ability to change your mind. Each day you wake up, you have a blank page to do whatever you need to do to get it right. all over again. Be blessed.